All right, so the first hormone type is a steroid hormone. I need to get some ink here. And a steroid hormone is, it's made of cholesterol. It's a fat, so it is lipid soluble. All right, again, it's made from cholesterol. It is hydrophobic. And of course that means it's afraid of water. It doesn't like water. Because of that, blood is mostly water. So if a hormone has to travel through the blood, a lipid-soluble steroid hormone is going to have trouble doing that. So a steroid hormone is going to have a carrier. Needs a carrier. Steroid hormones are made in the adrenal cortex and also the gonads. So the testes and ovaries. All right, so if we have our little blood vessel again, it's our blood vessel, and we have our steroid hormone that's going to be dumped into the blood. We know that this steroid hormone has to have a boat. It has to have a carrier. Here's a little boat. And the hormone will ride inside the boat. And that's how it's able to travel through the watery blood. So the cell with the receptor, with a lipid-soluble hormone, where would the receptor be? There's my big old nucleus there. The receptor is going to be inside the cell. Inside the nucleus or inside the cytoplasm, it is going to be somewhere in the cell. Because this is a lipid-soluble substance, chemical, it's going to be able to dissolve right through the plasma membrane. And as it comes in, it will come in and bind to its receptor inside the cell. The response for a steroid hormone is going to be protein synthesis. That is the response. So the target cell, this is the target cell, is going to be stimulated to start protein synthesis. So it's going to basically go through all the processes that go with making a protein. So protein making is a very slow process. Remember, you have to have a gene, you have to get that gene. That gene has to be transcribed. So you have to go through transcription. Then we have to go out into the cytoplasm and bind, and go through translation of the protein. Then it goes into the rough ER, and then to the Golgi apparatus to get packaged, whatever. All these steps have to go through in order to make a protein. So it's a slow process. the effect has sort of a 1-to-1 ratio between the hormone and the product. So that means if we want more protein, we need to have more hormone. So 1 protein basically equals 1 hormone. That's what we mean by 1-to-1. So if we want more protein, we got to increase hormone. So this is a slow process. It cannot be amplified. So sort of think of it as, you take anabolic steroids. Well, you don't take one steroid and then suddenly the next morning you are, a big muscly new person. It takes time and more of those steroids to build that muscle. And it takes a while for it to do that. So that's how steroid hormones work. So now let's look at peptide hormones.